Alright guys, time to grab it back again today. Hope you're enjoying your day so far and things are getting kinda spicy. Today we're gonna come back to some Rostermania discussions around the Friendship League and what exactly is going on with the Paris Legion. Intrigued as always to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Like if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe if you are new as always, I would greatly appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. Thank you very much for doing that. First of all, just to mention if you guys are from the UK, there's a £1,000 prize pool tournament going on over the next few days if you want to sign up for this one. The link will be down in the description box below. Jerd says the following free agent for the Challenger season for 2021. He did then confirm in reply to EasyMac that he is going to be in the North American region. This kind of is going to kick off the Rostermania discussion we're going to have in the coming minutes here, because there's been a lot of discussion around which players are in the Challenger side. Why are they going to be in the Challengers as opposed to in the Pro League? The likes of Skrapz and Wuskin. We've had these conversations for, well, a rather long time now, since they were dropped from London way back in September, thinking about exactly where are they going to go. Certainly talented enough to be on a starting lineup in the league, but will it happen? It may well be happening for Skrapz, and it may well have been on the table for Wuskin, but it may have not worked out, as we're going to look at it in a couple of minutes. So, Cronut CDL Intel says, from what I've heard over the last week, Classic had a chance to be on the Paris Legion, but it looks like it didn't work out for him. Now, Paris Legion, certainly the things we're going to talk about in the coming minutes here, they're very much changeable, very much up in the air. I don't really know if, well, anything is actually going to come to fruition of what we're talking about in this video, but it seems relatively likely at the current time. But Paris certainly could change their mind. I mean, there have been so many players in discussions with Paris over the last couple of months that, well, it only seems like now they're finally putting a roster together. But as he says, it looks like it didn't work out for him. He will play this season in Challengers. Going to talk about exactly where he's going to land at the end of the video. But Wuskin says this yesterday: you lot are going to be gobsmacked when news drops soon. Cannot believe I'm missing out on this year. I think gobsmacked is probably like a British informal. It kind of just means like astonished. You're going to be amazed. You're going to like, you can't believe it. You're going to be speechless type of stuff. And okay, well, there we go. So Wuskin says, like, can't believe I'm missing out on the year. Like, this is just crazy what I'm seeing in the leagues right now. Like the kind of players that are getting spots when I'm not on a team, right? And well, Rated goes on to a similar effect. CDL Friends League got taken to a whole new level. Mind-blowing. Fraudulent people in jobs as per. Now, at the time, I was like, okay, exactly what does this refer to? Seems like it's referring to some of the decisions the Paris Legion are making. And I believe by the time this video does go live, Chrome will have done an article around exactly what the Paris Legion roster is going to be looking like. So, well, Wuskin then comes back in reply. Rated says back to him, this one might take the cake. Truly bizarre decision making. So it seems like, at least from the surface level of these tweets, the Wuskin saying like, look, how the hell am I not on a starting lineup here? And yeah, well, some of the players that have been considered or maybe on the starting lineup for a team like the Paris Legion, which is pretty much the only team to not have their roster, seems like it's going to be set in stone. The Florida Mutineers haven't confirmed theirs, but it should be Awakening Skies, Havoc and Slacked. It seems like right now Temper is probably going to be the fourth on the Los Angeles Thieves. So well, Wuskin's thinking, okay, what is going on? Why have I not got a spot on the team? And Skrapz says this yesterday. So let's go through exactly what might be going on with the Paris Legion right now. There was a number of discussions around like Eggs, Patrice, like what's going on. Maybe Parasite was in discussions with them. A number of other players since they dropped pretty much their entire team a while ago. And it seemed like they did want some French talent, but now it seems like they're going an entirely different direction. Skrapz, I believe, will be on the team if he gets his visa situation sorted, but it is, well, slightly up in the air given the fact that he is in Europe right now and Paris are going to be playing out of, I believe, I mean, they played out of California last season. Not exactly sure where they're going to be playing from this season, but the rest of the Paris team seems like it is going to be a North American focus. They're going to have Aqua from the Los Angeles Guerrillas team last season. Kind of an interesting, well, squad that we're going to look at in a second here. So he's going to be the first pickup, and it's kind of interesting in the sense that possibly the fact that Paris have waited this long to even find a team means that they will be able to build their roster around the AR meta it looks like we're going to have as it stands right now. The Krig, the AK-47, very powerful indeed, and it seems like even if the SMGs do get some buffs, the ARs get some nerfs, we're probably still at a point where the ARs are going to be relatively dominant this year. So Paris may certainly be going for that mindset when they're building their roster right now. So you've got Skrapz, you've got Aqua, and then you've got Fire. So if you guys know Fire, 40, very well talented North American Challengers player, did very well on Parasite's team this past season. So he's going to be, I suppose, the primary SMG. Aqua is, well, typically Aqua's obviously being a main assault rifle. Skrapz can kind of run a flex. Then they need a fourth player on the team, and especially as the meta looks like right now, kind of made sense it could be some sort of assault rifle player in addition to Aqua. Aqua can almost kind of run a flex. Skrapz can run the SMG if needed, as he was kind of doing at the World Championships on the London team. Then they need a fourth, right? And also one thing to note is that Theory looks like he's going to be their coach. We talked about this a few weeks ago now. Theory says, look, it's hard to find a reason to invest more time competing if there's any CDL teams looking for a coach. This is way back in February, but certainly something that's been on his mind. He's won a couple of events during the World War II days at the Dallas event and the New Orleans event, and it seems like they're trusting in Theory to build a roster for this upcoming season. And one thing that you will know about Theory, if you followed his career for a number of different years, you'll know that he was one of the core components of this legendary Team Caliber team way back in the Black Ops 2 days, then the Ghost days, the Advanced Warfare days for a while, which was Sharp, Goonjar, Neslo, and Theory, right? If you guys have been around a few years, you'll know this team. It was a pretty entertaining one. So it seems like, to my understanding, that Skrapz was like, okay, we need a fourth player. We've got Aqua, we've got Fire, we've got myself. Seems like, okay, can we get Wuskin in the team? Right, is that a possibility, right? Skrapz and Wuskin, who have been talking for a couple of months now, the fact that they aren't going to be able to get a spot in the league. Finally, an opportunity may well be presenting itself, but it seems like Goonjar is getting that spot instead. Pretty remarkable to me, pretty remarkable decision. Obviously, though, if Theory is the coach of the team, it seems like maybe he's decided to get Goonjar on board as his kind of old buddy in that sense. That seems to be, to me, what Rated is kind of getting at here. And, Rated says, look, of course not, Brother Alec, I've been big chilling, but, certainly seems like the CDL Friend League is being taken to a whole new level, and it would make sense why Wuskin and Skrapz are, not clearly Skrapz on the timeline, but why Wuskin is kind of mind-blown at this situation. The fact that, having had such a great result in the league last year, it's now Goonjar, who was a substitute on the OpTic Gaming Los Angeles team last season. I think he did pretty well, and maybe even won the Challengers World Championships last year. But regardless, right, Goonjar's been a player for a number of years. He's hardly been at the top level of professional Call of Duty for a long time. Even last season when they subbed out Dashy, it was Chino that got his spot on the team instead of Goonjar, right? So pretty remarkable to see, quite frankly, that Wuskin is a guy who, one of the best snipers in the league, one of the best assault rifles for a large part of the CDL for 2020. When the opportunity is potentially there for Skrapz and Wuskin, honestly, that would be kind of an interesting idea for Paris to go down, right, in terms of that route, because a lot of, former London fans, maybe that are kind of Skrapz and Wuskin fans, are not too keen on the London team anymore, because it doesn't have those core components of what made that team what it was last season. Maybe they're now thinking, well, can I maybe support Paris or something, even though it's kind of weird to do, maybe as a UK fan, but still something you might want to consider. But now, given Coach Theory supposedly is getting Goonjar in the team, things could, of course, certainly change, but it seems like Skrapz, Fire, Aqua, and Goonjar may be the four-man squad. I can understand why Wuskin and many other pros are absolutely mind-blown at this decision, given that Goonjar really hasn't been relevant to the top level for a number of years now. So to finish off the video with some more Rostermania stuff, as Saints comes out and says, me and Classic are a team of two heading into the Challengers season, so there's a cup next week. We want to start grinding, so as we can see, Classic may have been in discussions with this Paris Legion squad, as Crone said earlier, but now it seems like that's no longer the case. Going to be teaming alongside Saints in the Challengers side, and a number of players who have, done pretty good things, quite honestly, and Saints, of course, was on that Los Angeles Guerrillas team last season, alongside Aqua, who does seem like he's going to be on the Paris Legion. Of course, things could all change if things do get confirmed. We'll talk about this roster in a little bit more detail and what it could potentially do, but these certainly seem like strange decisions from my perspective. And a couple of funny things to finish off the video. So Insight replies with, okay, what's going on here? Why are these guys not in the league or something? I don't really know. And Classic says, look, come and run our main assault rifle. Classic, of course, on the Toronto Ultra last year. Mark, that being Marky B, the coach of the Ultra, ain't starting you until mid-season. But Looney says, look, they're already playing musical chairs. What do you mean? Because they've been swapping Insight out for pretty much everyone in their scrims early on this season. And Brack then quickly comes out and says, kind of relegated to the sidelines on the Toronto Ultra last season. Wish I got the chance to play musical chairs on this one. Thought this was kind of funny as well. Fire, of course, now related to the Paris Legion team, as we've looked at. What I want, what I have. And you can see they're playing a tournament here against the Los Angeles Guerrillas. And he crosses someone out down here, and it's kind of unclear why he did it. You can see Assault Empathy, Ricky, the coach, Silly, Vivid, a player, and then Bevel's, of course, also the coach on this team. So it's kind of like, okay, who's this other guy in the lobby with the Los Angeles Guerrillas? And as Vivid says, why did you cross Doug's name off? Like, he ruined the photo. He's a part of our team. Is this intel? It's not censored. And what they mean is that the analyst for the Los Angeles Guerrillas is called Doug, right? But it's not Censor. So Fire managed to get confused the fact that he saw Doug in this lobby, and he thought that it was Doug Censor Martin getting involved in the Los Angeles Guerrillas somehow, but actually it was actually their analyst all along, which I thought was pretty hilarious. Oh my god, I thought it was said to the whole time. And so yeah, I'll just finish out with this pretty entertaining clip from Los Angeles Thieves when they're kind of saying, okay, like, you know, TJ I think mentions, when are we actually going to play with our real fourth? And the acting from these guys is absolutely out of control. Oscar level, there's a, you know, they're not giving anything away that Temp is going to be their fourth, even though it does seem very likely right now that he is going to be the fourth player on that team. Intrigued to hear your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section below. Very interesting if this does indeed get confirmed over the coming days. The Paris Legion finally putting a roster together, but not what a lot of people would expect. And frankly, well, the pros kind of mind blown at these decisions that are being made. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, I'd greatly appreciate a like on the video. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm know you enjoyed this content. Other people like you may enjoy this content as well, and help grow the competitive Call of Duty community. Thank you for watching as always. Take care, and I will see you next time.
I have no idea.
Yo, when are we playing for like our real fourth though?
I don't know, man.
Okay.
It's gonna be a sad day, man.
Been a fun time, Don. Like, it's like old times, like a 5-year reunion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no bullshit. Yeah, you ready?
Yeah. What did y'all unmute y'all streams already?
Yeah, it's been unmuted.
Okay. I wasn't even here.
I never actually muted mine, to be honest.
Wait, dude, Austin just.